Demystifying fractions. Meet the numerator and denominator. Hello, English language learners around the world. Today, we're going to dive into an essential topic in understanding English numbers: fractions. But more specifically, we'll be focusing on two main components of any fraction: the numerator and the denominator. Let's begin our journey into the world of fractions. To understand numerators and denominators, we must first understand what a fraction is. In its simplest terms, a fraction is a way of expressing a quantity that represents part of a whole. It's made up of two parts, the numerator and the denominator. In English, a fraction is usually read as numerator over denominator, or numerator divided by denominator. Now that we have an idea of what a fraction is, let's talk about the numerator. The numerator is the top number in a fraction. It tells us how many parts of the whole we are dealing with. For example, in the fraction 3/4, read as 3/4, or 3/4, the number 3 is the numerator. This means we are considering 3 parts of the whole. The bottom part of the fraction is called the denominator. This part tells us into how many equal parts the whole is divided. Continuing with our example fraction 3/4, the denominator is 4. This tells us that the whole is divided into 4 equal parts. Understanding the relationship between the numerator and denominator is crucial. The numerator can be less than, equal to, or greater than the denominator. If the numerator is less than the denominator, like in our fraction 3/4, it represents less than 1 whole. If the numerator is equal to the denominator, like in the fraction 5/5, it represents exactly 1 whole. If the numerator is more than the denominator, like in the fraction 7/4, it represents more than 1 whole. And that's a wrap on fractions, numerators, and denominators. Remember, the numerator is the top number, showing us how many parts we're considering, and the denominator is the bottom number, indicating into how many equal parts the whole is divided. I hope this video helps you understand fractions in English a little better. See you next time, and happy learning!